run at you heroes. You had caught Lambert to deal with it. This time around, you're not gonna have the same thing.
Look at that Ricky in the first stage.
And he has a Grimstroke, right? Good combo on the lane.
It's a very solid combo. It's a very early Ricky pick as well, considering teams have mostly moved away from the Ricky and aren't picking it as much as before anymore. It's very interesting from OG.
Still a hero that's going to be involved quicker than, say, a Morphling, right?
He's definitely involved quicker. He's also definitely good versus Ember Spirit and AA. Okay, any hero struggles versus Ice Blast, right? But AA hates heroes with high reach, and you have that reach in Ricky. You also have the Cloud versus the Ember Spirit, which definitely comes in handy. So it looks all right.
It looks.
It's very early though, right?
It is. I think that OG Seed can now get the DK. I think that it would be a nice answer to this. It's solid in the lane against the Ricky. We've already seen them play it relatively well. So I guess that would be fine. It wouldn't surprise me though if they'd go for a Darkseer again. I mean, Ricky, not really the best hero to deal with a Darkseer.
Yep, that's definitely true. He has very high region. That's something that's good with Ricky. So those Iron Shells don't really mess with you way too much, but it's definitely not nearly as good as something like an AM or Morphling, right? So
okay,
it could happen once again. The problem is they do have a pick still left remaining for their support. So maybe because of that, you won't pick it right away. If you're picking a Darkseer, you need to wait a bit longer. There's still an Oracle in the pool that would be pretty decent versus Ember and Darkseer. It's not really the best combo though with Grimstroke.
Do you think they were worried about how Underlord fares against Ricky? Because that was OG's ban to begin with.
Actually, there's difference in different teams. Some teams like the Underlord versus Ricky, some don't. Underlord can lose that lane and then he feels completely useless throughout the game. But if you do enable him to have a good start, Ricky really struggles against him because of all the roots that come from the Underlords and the damage mitigation, of course, as well.
Speaking of roots, we do see the Dark Willow coming out, so that should be the support duo for OG Seed, the Dark Willow plus AA.
I mean, Oracle looks amazing against these heroes. Nyx looks amazing against these heroes.
Nyx banned out though.
It is banned out, okay.
But you're still on there with the Oracle one. That's a good one.
Yeah, but do you really want to have Grimstroke Oracle as your supports? They can work sometimes, but it's definitely not the best combo to have.
You'd probably promote the Grimstroke to that position 4. But it does almost just as much from 5, and Secret fell in the same trap yesterday. If you remember when they played Undying plus Oracle, actually it was actually the Oracle. They picked the Undying because it had a very strong matchup versus an Axe, and then you had these two heroes that are pretty much position 5s, and you had someone like a Yapzor playing a shitty Oracle. You know, he can't really show his potential and his skill set when he's playing such a hero. So, and it is an Oracle into an AA too. So,
is there any other way you can address the AA threat without compromising your own draft's integrity right now?
There are two ways mostly that you're addressing heroes such as AA. One is reach, getting into the backlines quickly, because he's very immobile and squishy, easy to kill. The second one is heroes such as Chen and Chantress, these heroes that bring beasts to the lane. But no, we talked a lot about the Oracle, and
we were
here
right.
it is. Yeah, I mean, it's just way too good of a game versus the Dark Willow, versus the Ember Spirit, and it also prevents that Darkseer, right?
Yeah, and it really helps, right, if you... The A's ulti duration has been increased, right? But if you don't have burst, which, to be honest, you don't really have that much, you can just put Fate's Edict onto a hero, wait a few seconds, and then use your ulti, and A ulti doesn't do much. They have a mobile hero in a Ricky, so he's not like your target to go for when you're the Oracle. You can have like your beefy frontliner now picked, and you actually have a save for him. So I guess it can work. But you will need a stun hero for the offlane, be it a Centaur, Sand King, something along those lines comes to mind.
I think the Mars got through.
No, but he's a good pick for OG Seed as well.
Yeah. I mean, you have two cores right now that are able to run away from Mars. You have Ricky and Ember, but it still would be a pretty solid pick. It's been picked with Grimstroke quite a lot recently. You called the DK earlier, and yeah, man, honestly, for me, so far, OG Seed have a better draft. Even with the Oracle picked up, I have a feeling you're playing versus this Ember Spirit that's going to be able to easily get in the backlines too. With that A ulti, you can easily deal with the Grimstroke and the Oracle, then do whatever. But overall, their draft just looks way more solid and easier to execute at the moment. But
yeah, you have push, you have catch, you have the terrorize to help to save the Dragon Knight if they hard commit on him. So to me, you have everything.
Doom.
And OG goes for a Doom, a hero that we have seen fail time and time again. You mentioned that it could be good just because of the gold mechanic.
Yeah, but the gold mechanics, they were reverted back. Yeah. I was thinking Doom is going to come back into the play because of the 10% that was pretty much taken away from everyone on the map, but that change got reverted on the next patch. So.
Yeah.
Okay, but this game, like the last game where we saw Doom, they had ways of killing him. Doom is really good against heroes that poke you, which is AA and Ember in the lane. So it's definitely a much better Doom game when it comes to the laning phase than what we have been used to seeing on this tournament.
And in fairness, it doesn't feel forced, this Grimstroke combo, right? The Soulbind double Doom potential.
Actually, yeah, they have that combo too. When Grimstroke was really popular together with Doom, we didn't even see them picked up way too often together. No. Like that combo is really great, but when you have a Doom, you want to jump into the fight, Doom your target. You can't really. It is possible, definitely, to get those two Dooms off, but it's not necessary. Let's put it that way. But who is your target here? Ember Spirit is an obvious one, right? Like you could Doom the Ember Spirit, but it is difficult to do so.
Dragon Knight, they don't have any saves, right?
Yep. If you pop that dragon form, you don't care if you're doomed. One big thing that Nicola has stated though is that his laning stage, right, is easy versus heroes that poke him. Plus, you're most likely playing into an AA, which will allow you to go straight at him. And I love the bat pick.
Genius.
This is the Dragon Knight answer that everyone has been picking, right?
And it's also the answer. You can't send the Ember mid as well, right? It's also an answer to that. So it's not like you can put Ember mid and then just get some Ursa or something to deal with the Doom to completely crush him. So it's really good. Now you send Ember in the safe lane, you send DK to the offlane, and you have to find a way to actually deal with this Bat Rider. And
you could also put the DK safe lane though. That's also an option for
True, we've seen it past one Liquid Runner.
I'd like to see a PL. I think it's insane in this game. Might be too greedy, but on the other hand, Ember can fight early, DK is gonna push. You have supports that can cover you. PL looks like a pretty decent pick here for OG Seed.
Haven't they done this before? I think there was a game very similar to this one in which they went PL mid. Okay, this game it won't be like that. They go with the Lycan last pick. They definitely did run the Dragon Knight Lycan combo before. And the team that they played against, I'm not sure, I think it was Secret or Alliance, but what happened is they would pop their ultis and they would just lose themselves on the map. They wouldn't go for those objectives once again. Definitely a solid lineup. I'm just worried for this Bat Rider lane. I'm not sure which one of these three cores is going to be able to lane against him.
So, where are we leaning in that regard? Do we think this Bat Rider is the true gotcha pick, or has OGC just got too much push?
I think it's a gotcha pick. I think this is going to be a good Doom game. He's going to get his Crimson Guard up relatively early. Like, to me, this Lycan, I don't see it working. Of course, like, it's a Lycan, you lose one fight, he destroys you, but I don't see OG letting them just run over them, so I'm going with OG, I guess.
0-3 for OG, so far 0-4 for OG Seed. I don't think OG Seed is going to make it 0-4 as well. They will take this game.
Oh, ooh, you think OG Seed are going to take it, all right. Wait, you believe OG?
Yeah.
OG, okay. So we don't believe in the Lycan. We're past that point in the meta, all right? Lycan doesn't just win you every draft. Let's see if this holds true and OG can take this 2-1. Over to you, commentators.
Thank you very much. We get to break the fantastic news of, well, we're still actually jury out of who's going to go towards the mid, but mid one's playing Doom in this game, and it's a Seb Bat Rider. Yeah. We've been having a lot of debate, Misery, about this draft. Just what is actually good and what is questionable.
Well, I mean, we started talking about this Oracle pick when they picked it, and it's like, is No Silk gonna go mid on Oracle now? because the mid like too much ping. We started talking about like we'll see. It's definitely unorthodox. They have a mid Doom.
I'm seeing
personally think if this is my pub, and I'm playing on Radiant lineup, I feel really bad about this and I just know that if he gets book and he just pops ultimate, he will kill everyone. Yeah, we have a bat, but if he doesn't match up against him in laning phase, it doesn't matter about this bat. I think you just he's just too strong. Like he kills every single hero in like 2 seconds if he gets items. So
do you think it's a different style of bat game to what we saw in game 1 of this series? Like Z-Freak was obviously running support bat in this game. Like, is a 3-position bat like able to come online faster for that?
For sure. I mean, I don't know if he's going to do the cutting necessarily this game because he has good core matchups against him. But you can always get stuff on bat. You're always going to be pretty high level, and it's definitely going to be more effective than Z-Freak's bat earlier, just what I was waiting for. Naturally. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. I think the other heroes might just be too weak against Ember Lycan. We'll see how it plays out.
We actually got sent the pings for all the players, and I can tell you, well, they've all got their own quirky little names on, but the highest ping is about 170.
Okay. That's mid one.
Yeah. Well, it's not the Chinese. Like the Chinese streamer has like 263 to this server. It's not terrible. But yeah, Samel's at 110, and I think mid one is at like 100, 150, 170.
Okay.
Yeah. But it could be worse. It could definitely be worse.
No, because I tried 210 ping on the Singapore server just to try how bad is it, and that was a yikes for sure.
Well, he's getting used to it. He's going to play the Doom in the mid lane, and we'll see how his skill build goes. Going Devour for level 1 to start it off, and at least that's one upside. Like, Devour got nerfed in the early levels, but if you're playing mid, those early levels don't last as long. Notel's going to battle with a
let's see what the idea is behind this mid Doom. If he's gonna max, I talked about maybe he's gonna max Infernal Blade and keep spamming that on the DK, or if he's just gonna be a normal Doom with max Devour and Scorched Earth and just get fat and then just be a Doom.
Oh, Saksa, this is not where you want to be. He's leveled up his Inkswell. They're going to try and turn around and get a kill over on Z-Freak with the Blink Strike Fort from Samel. One more attack will do it. Saksa finds the kill. Zube and Z-Freak really thought that they had the Grimstroke out of position. But it doesn't work that way.
Yeah. First blood to Saksa.
It's even better the fact that he didn't have to get that Inkswell off him. Oh, Madara. That's 5 sticky napalm stacks. You got to back up when they start to get that high, but I suppose there's not much further you can back up.
So there's already against him in lane. I would not recommend him going any more points than shield right now. I think he should just try to max light and play on that. Looks like mid one is gonna go Scorched Earth as well. So got that answered.
Yeah, you're wondering if he was gonna actually level up Infernal Blade a little bit more.
You won't really be able to tell if he's gonna do that yet, but it looks like he won't. It also sounds pretty clowny to me, so probably not.
This battle straight up with Chessie. Melee versus melee. Doom versus DK mid. It's well, it's definitely unique and different. I think Grimstrike's are looking to go on bottom. That's a little bit mistiming there from Saksa. They still get the Inkswell damage into Z-Freak, but just missing the Stroke of Fate. Needed both to connect to stop Dark Willow from retreating back to the tier 1 tower. Seb is not letting Ancient Apparition having this free. And Notel stays in the lane, so Madara.
I think Seb wants to do the cutting right now, maybe. Kinda, yeah, he's gonna go and do that. The problem doing that is that the Ember Spirit will have more or less of a free lane. And if A wants to, he can let Ember have complete solo experience as well, which is very strong. He's gonna come online so early. Bottom lane, Samil is maybe dead here. Yeah, looks like it.
Trapped in the trees. Saxo was just a little bit too far away. He was going back to pick up some consumables from the courier, and he was doing the pull, so there was no jump target. It's a little odd to see situations like that. Seb is not being contested for this 5 stack of sticky napalm kill off.
He got 2 denies, so decent enough. That's can't do more than that.
Samel gets back to his lane in time. So even with his death, he doesn't miss out on that much. Like net worth wise, he's still number 2. Doombringer is like, I don't think we should be surprised by this, but he's number 1. He's pulling the creep wave over, so he's able to farm on the side camp. He did this before and picked up the mud golem. It's not the aura he was probably looking for either, but he is number 1 of the net worth.
So, yeah, basically the strength of DK is that you pick him sort of early, and then he goes mid against pretty much anything, and he will do well. Like even matchups where he's supposed to lose really hard, he won't. You know, he will just sit there and max his armor. Bot lane, Z-Freak.
I want to go again. It's actually gonna be Zibe they have to go on to. Z-Freak's holding back a little bit further.
So my point was gonna be that instead of trying to pressure this DK, you just pick a greedy hero like they're doing here, like a Doom, and
Madara's gonna stop Seb. Steering changes up, and Seb's gonna go down the top lane. While on bottom lane, Samal's trying to make the most of the opportunity to dive. He's working with No Tail. So they didn't find their target. They're pinging out heavily. It's like, thanks for your TP back. You can now take the top lane.
Yeah.
And some really easy money coming into mid 1. 2.4k net worth to the just under 2k net worth of Chessie. As he continues to drag waves and they're going on bottom lane. Zibe, this time Saxa able to actually connect on the stroke of fate. So Lycan unable to get that high movement speed to escape, and you had the control from Fortune's End.
I think this is a pretty nice move by OG, the fact that they bring 3 heroes bottom now and leave the bat alone, just to make sure that this Lycan doesn't get out of control too fast and start getting, you know, Dom and level 6 by some 8-minute mark or whatever.
Did she ever get the kill over on Madara? Madara's already used the Searing Chains. He can't control Seb, and way too many sticky napalm stacks on him, so he just burns down.
Yeah.
And this drag picks him back up again, so he couldn't grab the second bounty rune.
Mid 1 is really farmed. Not even skilling Doom here by 6, just wants to continue. Sep might get caught here. Looks like he's kind of sniffing it out. Not seeing Ember TP top means that, you know, where is he?
I think I have a crack at mid. I suppose it's dragon form, so that's pretty difficult, but Saxa's doing his own rotation. They need a stun, looking for the boulder. The stroke will be able to connect, but Oracle, mid 1, and Seb, everyone's basically here apart from Samael. Ready to try and look for a fight. Okay, Seb, this feels pretty aggressive. And Saxa with the Invis Room, body blocks on the Ancient Apparition. And just watching mid 1 take the wave.
They're TPing up Dark Willow. They want to try and kill him here.
This is OG Dota right now. Put down the Bramble Maze. Mid 1 just walked himself out of it. Still going to be cold feeded down. The stroke. Actually, the swell stunning up over on Chessie. And mid 1, okay, Fairy Fire, any consumables you got. He'll turn to his Shard Golems. So he can still be a pain in the ass.
I don't know if he needs to do that. He could just drag the wave back to his side of the map. And to his own neutral camps, like the golems on the right or whatever. Then he would be like almost impossible to kill. But it is space creation in some ways, bringing 4 heroes to kill him. Yep.
That's the OG style. Make space for that that one big hero. It can either be your mid or it can be your safe laner that will do it. In this case, it's Sumail. And mid one's still well ahead. He's got three levels now up in the Devour. And they're trying to trap him in mid. There's a space, however. The Bramble not in the perfect spot.
The creeps also soaked the first charge, I think.
They're coming for a hunt. Grimstroke's just got to give the Inkswell, and they'll find a kill on the Ancient Apparition. Saxa turns around. There is your Inkswell. And Pexu is definitely target number one. He's the easiest one to claim, but now Ember Spirit will also arrive. Madara trying to get support for support while Saxa, he goes up a long way up. Okay, he'll kill a courier before he ends up going down.
Oh my god.
Like just mid-delivery, Oracle's able to regenerate off everything. Okay, stop killing couriers. They're fluffy, they're cute, and they don't deserve death. But Nortel's able to survive. I said stop it! Said stop it, Zibe.
This courier is worth more than the kill.
Dark Willow's now potentially gonna go. Wait, anyone bring a stun? No, they didn't. And Bad Rider's too far away to get the lasso off in time.
Mid lane, meanwhile. DK chilling.
So we actually need like courier counters for how many of them die. It was a 2-2 trade-off, it seems. Doom is out, as you said. You got the ice armor up, but the Inkswell Sumail combination under the tier 1 tower. Dragon form wears off. And Chessie ticks out. Sumail finds him, even the lasso. Now will be committed. 5 heroes on top of an Ancient Apparition, killing him off. And Sumail once more. The Observer Ward lets him see Zibe.
I didn't see where the AAT just now, but the CB is on cooldown, right? But in my opinion, he should be top. Just taking his level 6. Stop trying to fight this Bad Rider and like Doom. You know what I mean? Like get your 6 for your team.
Man, Saxa, he's trying everything he can do to outplay Madara there. He got armor, he got cleared by the Fortune's End. Ancient Apparition, yeah, you're right. Maybe he should have been up on top lane, maybe TP cancel, but either way, he's walking down the mid lane to join the rest of OG.
Bring down mid again. They want this mid tower, but is A really gonna make a difference there? I think it's better if he just goes top. I think.
And now it's 3 heroes more trying to fight. Dragon form is back up again for Chessie. There's a good breathe fire onto Notail as well as the Grimstroke. He's trying to get closer to get this follow-up stun, but a little bit too far away from Saska. He doesn't get the stun onto this now Lycan running forward, and he's now up and running. Ready to try and fight in wolf form. Letting the wolves do the job underneath the tier 2 tower. The Dragon Tail stun keeps Seb in position underneath where his tier 1 tower used to stand. And mid one's wondering, what the hell am I meant to be doing here? Because Sumail is in there. Sumail's down on bottom lane for his own fights. Or his own farm, I should say, not fights.
But I guess, I mean, if you really want to take the tower there, then you just need to be 5. Right? So that you can have everything, all spells possible.
But is it worth it? Like, Doom is still going to forever have more money than you. Ricky is getting the space to come online as well.
It became worth it when OG died. Both Bat and Oracle too, I think. And there was no pressure elsewhere.
I just see farm instead.
He took the tome on A, so now it's online, and Willow also got a 6, so... All support, feeling good.
Think they can ever play a top lane?
Top lane.
No blink dagger. No defensive spirit either, because you need to get that silence.
It's good that he doesn't go for that range creep. He would have died then, otherwise.
Just bring Doom to the top lane as well.
So how are they gonna react? OG Seed, of course. They're gonna smoke and go top.
It's time to fight, man.
And Doom is already in there.
Mid one is definitely looking for Madara. The real M&M show.
Oracle is level 6 though, so...
You try and take this fight. Sumail's waiting for mid, and yeah, so Bad Ride's gonna come towards the mid. Wait, okay, no he's not. TP cancelled. Seb goes down. Doombringer trying to get to his own fight. They've got the soul bind out. They're looking for anything they can get. But keeping the distance of OGC means there is no double Doom, but the Doom is on Madara. They find their target. Sumail at the tricks of the trade. Ember Spirit's very low, and Sumail ensures the kill happens. You can see AA turning to try and look for the denial. And Chessie in his dragon form. Sumail still no smoke screen leveled up, so he just has to put everything in to all the damage he's got. Level 4 tricks of the trade. Now another jump forward. Nope, missing on the stun.
Get
Curse
out.
Crown does work.
Lycan is TPing in here. He has ult.
Yeah, they're ready to fight.
But,
okay, Hotel's TPing out. They're away.
So all during that, the Lycan got to take bot tower, and he almost has book 1. But he's getting
They're going
here.
again. Ice Blast from Pexu hits pretty well. Shapeshift form does come in from the Lycan. Mid 1 and Samel want that big stump, but now Chessie will arrive. Hits a stun onto Samel, and this is meant to be the first big fight for him. And Samel jumps up, double stun! He actually jumps up and kills off Zibe. They try and find him. The sentry ward has been planted. He jumps once again. He's out of range. No, he's not. They see him. Do they?
Way, right?
No way. He
know
gets
where
out of
he
it.
is. They know where he is.
Yeah, but mid 1's going to try and help him. The Centaur's coming over. He'll jump back up underneath the smoke screen. Samel, unstoppable.
God.
He gets another kill. The Curse Crown stun will be there. And the units from from Lycan, will it be enough? He doesn't have tricks up and running. But he doesn't just survive. Like, he gets an extra kill to boot.
That somehow turned out amazingly. You know, it was so close for it to be a disaster, and instead it turns out, you know, just all in OG's favor. And the Ember dies too somehow. I didn't see what happened. Everyone died actually. And now they're gonna take the tower as well. It was just complete disaster.
Seb wants this bottom tower. He won't get it. It's going to get denied up. He's pushed a little too hard, but he had, like, that entire fight was happening without the Bat Rider. He was just pushing bottom lane, trying to get to BTs. Seb might have overstayed his welcome. But then again, no, he's just going to fog him. Ricky's coming. And with no shapeshift, maybe they feel a little bit more confident. Curse Crown's going to be there. Ricky ready to jump over. Ice Blast is coming in, so Z-Freak won't be able to survive. Tricks of the trade helps Ricky dodge the Ice Blast, so it ends up being a 1-for-1. Still no diffuser blade on the Ricky. And the Doom drums to be triggered. And actually commits the Doom over onto Chesty. Ember Spirit jumped in as well. They look for the extra silence. They got the double nukes that get split out through the binding. And that's not how OGC thinks their cores are going to try and fight.
Yeah, I'm just so sloppy.
You got to keep your
Tower down
distance.
as well.
Right? You've got Soulbind ready to go. You run up high ground into fog.
Well, he was just sitting on the enemy hill, hitting creeps, right? And then he ended up getting slowed by the Grimstroke Q. But OG, they can't kill Roche for a while. And OGC should know about that. So they should know that even though they have some leads, it doesn't amount to much as long as, you know, we don't just chain feed.
And then you better push a little harder. Seb's looking for his target, Lycan. Actually going to go into Shapeshift. That's a big cooldown to commit. There's BTs on the Bat Rider, and now Seb looks towards the mid lane instead. That's a great observer ward just far enough to the north that the sentry doesn't actually catch it. Actually, no, that's the obs on the hill. There's not even a sentry near it. So OG get really good information on OGC's jungle. And Ricky wants the fight. Dragon Knight just farming up, but he doesn't. The observe ward, actually, it should see the fact the creeps are being killed off, but he's looking for an easier support. Almost saw the Ancient Apparition.
OGC should be full aware of what's going on, where everybody is, pretty much. They have full vision of some heroes, but yeah, and walls on the other side too.
Notel's finally going to be able to drop that sentry and get rid of the obs. The level 2 book is done. And this time around, it feels like OG have a better control of this game.
Now they're walking into a ward though, and they're kind of showing that they're splitting up, so they could potentially catch Saxa here. But they're still a bit scared.
They feel like they need more information.
Oh, Smells walking into Centaur right now. He's
Ice Blast, Centaur Stomp, that's going to do the work. You could see Nortel moving over. He wanted to help out. He has the false promise available. Grimstroke now being broken free. Soulbind is out, and the double lasso is there, and the double doom. That's how you make a layer cake. Both the cores again standing hand distances apart, but that's not the designated 2 meters.
Doom has a BKB.
That he does.
Yeah. But I mean, actually, like they were playing pretty well there. OGC for the like the minute before the Ricky kill. They were not getting caught. They were not, you know, jumping the gun or anything. Then they got that Ricky kill, and then that's where potentially you should think twice about going next, because that can happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta respect this bad rider at this phase of the game when you don't have a lasso counter, or you don't have like, you don't see him basically.
Gonna get harder. The blink dagger's being finished up by Seb right now.
Yeah.
OG already on the hunt. Once again, that observed ward has a slither that's able to see just the edge of this camp being farmed. So they know, even with defensive observer and sentry down from OGC that is, confidence still can't be there. Frost up the Ricky, looking for a smoke screen target. And now even the jump from Dragon Knight Chesty is a long way in. Doom is very, very low, but you've got an Oracle behind. Now the Ice Blast will come in, so mid one will get popped by that.
Oh
Never
my.
Spirit's committing more. Spirit jump forward. Where's the detection? Sentry's there all for OG. OGC don't have much to work with in the blink lasso. They got the double. No, just the one target once again. Madara does get silenced up, and Lycan is brought down. Nortel was initiated on by Chessie, so he was looking for some kind of rebuttal in the back lines. Another Spirit jump forward from Madara, looking for his own target, but silenced up once again, looking for the kill onto Sumail. He'll go into the tricks of the trade and needs to jump away in time. He does not have it, however. 3 heroes down from OG. Seb takes to the skies. Chessie missing the target. Seb is able to dodge absolutely everything that's being thrown at him. Fancy flying, most definitely.
They're gonna run into this outpost now.
Looking for it. TP comes in from mid one. We don't stop fighting. This is an OG game. Pexu caught on the wrong side of the tracks. The Doom is over on the Dragon Knight. And BKB from mid one just allows him to keep running forward. Nortel finally kills off Pexu. And Chessie, well, he ain't liking this at all. Maybe help can come in from Madara. Sleight of fist, searing chains. Time to deny, or time to just let him die. A quick Spirit jump away, but you do have Fortune's End that will keep the chase going. And blinks off cooldown in 2 seconds time with Lasso, but for once, Seb actually backs up.
Yeah. I think it was pretty greedy going for that outpost. Like, you just got a whole nice win. You got like 3-4 kills.
And you got another one.
Yeah, now there's another one. But like, at some point you gotta slow down and cut your losses, or not cut your losses, but like understand that enough is enough. You already gained. You're already winning. If you go deeper, then you're just gonna throw away all you just gained. So, yeah. I mean, we have a book 3 and an ultimate on Lycan here. He's really strong right now. I'd like to see OGC for once try to smoke up and try to get the jump on OG this time, so they don't get this Grimstroke double lassoed again.
They do see a lot though. That Observer and Sentry, which I said before wasn't going to see much of where OG were fighting, this time around it saw both Seb as well as Sumail ready to try and jump. So Necrobook comes forward, scouting out for information, but now it's OG's turn just to use mid one as bait. It's got a lot of armor to get through. Sleight of fist. No searing chain on the target they wanted. Desolator is completed now.
Here's the smoke. Let's see if they can catch the back line.
That's going to be difficult. They're still playing in the trees. And
Yeah.
you know it too. Things are coming in. It's a little too obvious of what's going on. Mid one gets Cursed Crown, but...
Also, the book is running out now, so they should not take this fight.
They found the Ember Spirit so quick. Caught him inside the smoke screen too, so no way back out again. You got the Terrorizer. Everyone's running around in full fear. Now Ice Blast, it's going to be good catching an Oracle, but another Soulbind looking for extra control. Maybe Chessie, mid one, just man-moding against this Dragon Knight. Toxa gets run down by the Lycan, and Chessie's actually able to get away. His Blink Dagger comes off cooldown. The one charge just gave him life. Z-Freak won't be so lucky, however. He'll try and go into the Shadow Realm for the moment. A Doom, and now it's out from mid one. He didn't find the perfect target previously, but now he does find Chesty. Where's the denial? Where's the control? Mid one. Actually getting purged up for the moment. Z-Freak coming back in again, trying to get a curse, trying to get the wrong target. Oh, we got the creep. That wasn't the plan, for sure. But DK was able to survive through the Doom, and now Doom will go down.
I won't lie, that was unexpected.
It just feels so random who comes out on top on these fights.
Yeah, this is when you gotta earn your money here, Misery. So analyze this fight. What happened? Why was it good? Why was it bad?
It's truly 50-50 who's ends up on top. It's all about who ends up clicking their spells better.
Madara wants to go again. Ricky's like, oh, okay. Who wants a piece of this, all right? Okay, you're going to spirit up? Batrider? All right. No blind blink from Seb. Still a little uncertain who's down there on the southern side of the map. The division game has been pretty heavy for the Sentry side. Actually, OG's observer board is next to the tier 2 tower on top lane. I don't see much more outside of that.
Oh, yeah.
I think Samael's been working on his next item for like the past 10 minutes. He's just got Yasha, and that's it. Looks towards mid, jumps forward, diffuser blade out once again. Terrorize, going to create some space from Z-Freak, but Samael very quickly broken out, but it's the back lines where the real jump comes in from OGC. The soul bind is there, but Ricky, Samael can't do any kind of damage. Dead for 50 seconds. Batrider's up in the trees. He's got to blink right now and away. But the Purge creeps, the Lycan creeps just keep on running to the tier 3 tower. They go. Batrider, Searing chained up. The buyback will arrive from No-Tail, making sure that Seb can be broken free. His Blink Dagger's off cooldown, has a lasso available, wants a good target. But who's a good target?
Oh,
DK knows one.
He just pulled back.
No-Tail. Will be a dive back from No-Tail, trying to break free. The disarm is out, but he's dead for 70 seconds. Seb still can't find who he wants. OGC, they're now going to retreat themselves for the moment. Their side lanes to try and get in control once again.
Willow is he highest level in the game right now? No? I think he is. Willow is
level
almost 16.
16. Willow's on 16.
He's almost 17.
And Doom. Yep.
Wow. That's crazy. That's what this hero wants. This hero wants levels badly. Now he's so strong in these fights. He has all his spells maxed out, and now you get the true value from this hero.
Oh God, and you're seeing really the effect of Lycan. He's about to finish up an Assault Cuirass for Zibe.
Yeah, even though the net worths look good for OG, it's kind of hard for them to fight because this Lycan just runs in and the DK goes in. They kind of need to be able to get the Grimstroke combo off, or it's kind of a hard fight already. Like they need that double doom or that double lasso.
Look for your target. BKB is done. Your Scepter is done. So Z-Freak's got that. Chelsea's got that.
Are they gonna smoke?
Oh yeah, you got a double damage rune. OGC, this is your time to fight. Actually, Madara passes his bottle over so Chessie can get the double damage rune.
I like what OGC are doing here a little bit because they're just kind of waiting out. OG are doing the same thing because they know that these games have just been 5-on-5 all games, so there's a good chance that they're getting smoked on. So they just take a breather and for once are the ones waiting on the high ground, fighting in an advantage position.
This just feels like the first year of Korean Dota. Is everyone ready to go mid?
No, this is
all right. Let's do it.
Be careful here. You don't get too far up. OG smokes. They're the. Oh, and they both smoke at the same time. How about that?
And they'll both go into each other. Seb will take to the sky. Smoke breaks over on Madara. They need that double chaining up. DK jumps forward. Misses actually on a lot of targets. The leashes in the back lines. And Madara and AA both back up. Now the lasso going to work. And it's the Lycan. That's the primary focus from OG this time around. And they're going to bring him down. Yes, Zibe does fall. Oracle will lose his life for it. And now the back lines of OG become very, very messy. Samael's in there. He's battling against both DK as well as Ember. Will lose his life to both of them too. As mid one isolated by the two supports of OG, unable to run away from the Lycan army. Yulster will send him up and he'll come back down again just to die. A double kill for Madara while Chessie wants his own fight. The Curse Crown's on Seb. A blink forward from DK. They'll get their first stun. Now the Dragon Tail follow-up. Seb will go down too without buyback. A triple kill for Madara. OG Seed. They hit hard and they bring down 4 and they lost the Lycan for it all.
Oh, you see that DK just 6 napalm charges on him. Can barely move. But yeah, this is one of those fights again where Grimstroke got off on 2 heroes, but Doom couldn't quite get in range to Doom them, and that wasn't in position either. So suddenly the OG's spells aren't that strong, and Sumail got clipped by the A ultimate. And to be honest, the moment he shows himself and the moment he uses tricks of the trade, he kind of needs to get out of there because he dies so fast to all of these, any stun, and he dies.
Oh, they found Notel. Madara just walks up, does a sentry wards, they saw him invis, but it won't matter, Notel's dead. 43 seconds on the sideline. And mid one's like, alright, do you want a piece of this? Let's come forward, let's have ourselves a fight. The Curse Crown's been burnt out. And there's no save, remember, you get the lasso off over on the BKB of BK, but he's already BKB'd. 3 heroes will drop, and OGC will just run over the remainder of OG. Batrider can buy back, but at this point, the creep wave is coming, and you can just push for the end.
Yeah, that looks like there's a Lycan on the enemy squad. They might just go throne.
And has OG actually been knocked out of the playoffs by OG Seed? Even worse, like these teams are battling to actually stay in Division 1. There is more than just this season. This isn't just one tournament. The OGs are battling to stay in Division 1. OGC take the series 2-1, and finally, a victory is claimed for OG.